Hello everybody, my name is Kaijuno. Welcome to the Stanley Parable. This is a game that apparently came out in 2013-ish, and now the deluxe version just came out. First thing I'm noticing is that it's asking for a time. Right now it is 11:55 a.m. Oh. Oh, that is... Check that out.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Am I Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it
horrible,
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He's content.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Right.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
rapture
at the company
happened.
had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. I can move. Oh my. Can I can't type anything? Hello? Is anybody there?
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello?
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
you left your computer on.
His co-workers.
Hello?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hello? Be my Valentine. Don't mind if I do. Hello? Where is everybody? How do I get in there? Did the rapture happen? I hate Mondays. Me too, man. They're always my recording days.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, now I don't want to.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Yeah, maybe I do want to. Huh. There's so many employees. I'm number 427.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful, but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, no, I'm not gonna do it. Who are you to tell me what to do? Huh?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Well,
ago.
fuck you! Oh, I need a card. Is there one around? Is there one in this office? Oh, it's locked. Eh? Who locked it? Oh, we can't jump. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I would say he slipped. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Right?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Really?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
Who's her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
Yeah. I got a wife. I got a girl. Hello?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do
Oh.
this, to reach out to her.
Hello?
If you can truly place
Hello?
your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh. Okay. Hello? Hello? Huh? What the? Where are you, Magic Man?
Is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go.
All right.
All right, now. I want
Here's
you
a
to come in
friend.
and tell me all about
Your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't wanna.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No. No. This isn't right. This isn't right.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. Good morning, employee 427. Press. No, I won't. Fuck you. Come on. Come on, get me out of here. Come on. Magic Man. Magic Man, where are you? Magic Man. Okay, fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
him
yeah.
there, pushing buttons.
Fuck
doing
you.
Exactly what
Fuck
he's told
you.
to do.
Fuck
now he's
you.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now
Fuck
he's coming
you.
back to work.
Now he's
One
coming
might even
back to
feel
work.
sorry
That's
for him,
you.
Except that he's chosen this life.
No.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown,
Please.
fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Fuck you.
And each day that he returned to work was
I
a
didn't
reminder
want
that
none of
it
this.
would ever happen to him.
Let me out.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work,
What
he
happened to
stepped
my-
up from his desk to realize that all of his
Huh?
co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished
what?
off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I gotta spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through
I
either.
gotta spend time with the
At last,
boys.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The
But-
mere thought that his decisions would mean
But-
something was almost too wonderful to behold.
But I...
As he wandered
Huh?
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
No!
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round
Honey,
room
what's going
with
on?
monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
What?
And down another was a game with a baby.
What are
And
you
he called
talking
it the
about?
Stanley Parable.
That's the name of the game. I have kids?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again and then again, and again,
But-
over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end,
But-
that he might always feel this free.
But-
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
But-
Perhaps if he played just
What?
one more time.
I love you, honey.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh,
In reality, all
no.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
I hate
The longer he
Mondays.
spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That
Fuck
in this
you.
world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Fine. I won't. I won't push the button. Do I have to push it? I don't want to. Alright, fine.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
By not being a dick and letting me go home.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. Not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Maybe.
Maybe this time.
Maybe. It's
And I
worth
tried
it.
again.
Please
Stanley pushed the
die.
button. And I tried again.
What the
And Stanley pushed
fuck?
the button. And I tried.
What the fuck? Why did you do that? Magic Man. Okay. We're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Fuck you, Magic
What could it
Man.
mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, perhaps I simply missed a memo. Oh,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Wait, can I get-
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Fuck you.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to
Yes.
happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this.
How do
but
I get down
really
there?
do want to help you, to show you something
an opening.
beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I think if I
Let me
climb down the
prove that
boxes
I'm
like
on
that,
your side.
parkour my way down,
Chance.
I gotta find a way. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, we've...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. Fuck you.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No. No, I didn't. Fuck you.
I still
Oh,
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I... Nope. Do.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Hell yeah.
You want to know so badly what's out there?
Yes,
you wanna
I do.
Find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Don't let me stop you.
Oh.
See? There's nothing here. I haven't even
Yeah,
finished building
it's
this
down
section
there.
of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Right.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining
it's a good
the
view.
entire story I had written out specifically for you?
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think I put a lot of time into that because I did. And in
I'm
the end,
sorry.
It was all for nothing.
You-
Because this
you-
is what you wanted to see.
You trapped me in...
Stanley. Help elucidate
You
these strange
you
and unknowable
berated
desires
me.
of yours. What would have
You
made this game
berated... You
better?
tricked
What did
me.
you want to see? Vehicles?
Did you trap me again?
School trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Fuck you.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and
All
you
right.
can give me some feedback.
Let's do it.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. He tricked me. He tricked me.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now,
He tricked
tell
me.
me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
3.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe
Yeah.
next time we can get you to form an actual opinion.
Go fuck
you know?
yourself.
Any level of critical thinking or
You killed my
engagement with your
mannequin
surroundings,
wife.
Does that sound good?
I got a
Think we
wife
can
and you
do
killed
that?
her.
Yes?
I got kids, you killed them too.
Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
All right.
Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Wow. Are these actual scores? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9%. Oh, I didn't even read that. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to prove your Stanley Parable career. In total, 91,000 doors opened. Jesus. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Cool. All right. Oh, I'm going through left this time. Huh? Huh? I think I got stuck.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Oh no, it soft locked me again. Oh. What? What? I what? What happened? We glitched through. It tried to soft lock us again, and we glitched through by pausing and unpausing. Whoa. We can't. All right. Let's try this again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
You know what?
he
This
entered the
this
door
time
on his left.
we'll listen. I know there's got to be a way.
Yet there was
What
not
the
a
hell?
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Right? Broom closet. Oh,
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
roger that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right, let's. That is ominous.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post
1,
during
2,
work hours.
B,
He
4.
might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
What?
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
It
And as
just
Stanley
keeps-
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wow.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
That just changed.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, I've been questioning
Now
that, buddy.
The voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility?
This
for
car's
himself?
on.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
What?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all
Right.
that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air
I don't know where I'm going.
outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
I don't know where I'm at.
I can't. Dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
I can't see where I'm going.
And my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Hello?
This is the story of a woman named
What
Mariana.
the fuck was that? What
Mariana
the
woke up on a day
fuck
like
was
any other.
that?
She
What
rose,
the
got dressed,
fuck
gathered
was
her
that?
belongings, and walked to her place of work.
What the
But on
fuck?
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
What
and
the
then
fuck?
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What
And
the
although she
fuck?
had soon turned to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What the fuck?